Om. 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 Om Shuklam Varadharam Vishnu Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyaye Sarvavighnopashantaye. Om Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutrabhashakritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Bheda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Bhaja Govindam. Please read 15th verse.
अंगं गलितं पलितं मुण्डं दशनविहीनं जातं तुण्डं वृद्धो याति गृहीत्वा दण्डं तदपि न मुञ्चत्याशापिण्डम् अंगं गलितं पलितं मुण्डं दशनविहीनं जातं तुण्डं वृद्धो याति गृहीत्वा दण्डं तदपि न मुञ्चत्याशापिण्डम् भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुन्करणे.
The asha, desires are so powerful. Even if our body gets emaciated, it has become old. It has no capacity to even to take to Vishaya Bhoga sense indulgence. And yet, desires don't leave. On the contrary, the desire grows stronger and stronger. And that is what exactly that denies us our Swarupa, true nature, that is Paramananda. I want happiness. I want peace. I want immortality. Natural desires. All problems that want. Remove want. I peace. I am peace. I am happiness. I am immortal. How come? When you want something, of course, from this world, that's what you want. It can be just few rupees, some money. It can be Brahmaloka, highest abode of living, highest standard of living. It varies, depending on the person. But you want something from the creation. And for you to enjoy that, we have seen it times. First and foremost thing, physical body is necessary. Bhoga ayatana, abode of sense indulgence. Second one, mind, bhoga sadhana, necessary. You have to order them. And because you have a desire, you have to earn the karmas and karmafalas. They readily come. You have limited yourself. You have separated yourself from your true nature, that is Paramananda. You have mistaken this body as I, you have to take it as I, otherwise you can't say I have Vishaya Bhoga. For any Vishaya Bhoga, for any karma, including bhakti, you have to take the body as I, otherwise you can't. And what happens? Attending sorrows follow, and that's what is samsara. Of course, in the case of performance of the karma, in the case of taking devotion, Shastra allows this identification. Because that identification is necessary for karma or bhakti, but that karma bhakti can help him to get freed from this samsara by preparing the mind. The Shastra gives an allowance. Allowance because you already landed the problem. Straight away you can't come out. So that Shastra does give that. Take to karma, but nishkama. Discharge the duties. Take to bhakti, but for the sake of Bhagavan, not to get this and that from Bhagavan. So that was the case. And when you are depending on the body, what to ask? You have to undergo this ordeal, suffering. But that contentment is not there. In spite of accomplishing the highest thing. That is because no bhoga, no sense indulgence, no vishaya bhoga in this cosmos, in this srishti, can be equated to our Swarupa, Paramananda Swarupa, and the mind in us is not ready to compromise with anything less, and it runs after that thinking that it will be there, it will be there. Neither it is able to find it out, nor it is able to reconcile with what it is. Still that lacking, wanting is there. So therefore all problems centered on the desire, born of lack of inquiry. Proper vichara is not done. As a result, we think that the world has got happiness. We run after it and get blows. And then scream, Ayo samsara. Ayo samsara. And involve Bhagavan also. Hey, Bhagavanta, why you gave me this? Why you did? As if he did all these things. We make him also partner of that. All the time, disregarding his advice. Every time he says, this anityam asukam lokam, dukkhalayam ashashvatam. The world is like that. But who cares for Bhagavan's advice? Well, so here we have to be very careful about this desire because it presents itself before us as a friend. We think desire is good, no? You get this, that, that. There's a problem. The greatest enemy is desire, but it presents itself as a friend to us. It's very difficult to understand this. So proper viveka is required. So now, still further, how this desire is powerful is described from a different perspective. What is it? Here is a person, a mumukshu, a seeker, who wants to gain moksha, who wants to gain Bhagavan, and he lives on the minimum thing. Because Because body is there. Body needs to be sustained, and therefore he lives on the bare minimum things required to keep the body going on. And unfortunately, even then, if proper inquiry is not done, that person also fails. Desires grow stronger and stronger. It may get replaced by something, but get hooked to desires. Need not be big things. If it's a small thing, he may get hooked. So here is another example. In spite of living a life of minimum needs, yet if you don't inquire properly, desires will not leave you. Read.
अग्रे वह्निः पृष्ठे भानुः रात्रौ चुबुकः समर्पितजानुः करतलभिक्षस्तरुतलवासः तदपि न मुञ्चत्याशापाशः अग्रे वह्निः पृष्ठे भानुः रात्रौ चुबुकः समर्पितजानुः करतलभिक्षस्तरुतलवासः तदपि न मुञ्चत्याशापाशः भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुन्करणे.
Here is a person who lives like this, a monk, let's say, a mendicant. Agre Vandi, he has no belongings with him. Now, in the severe winter, the body needs some warmth. The body is not able to sustain the cold. It is not able to bear the cold. So what is the Agre Vandi? He creates some fire and sits in front of it. Early morning, etc. Prishte Bhanu. With the sun at the back, he sits because warmth comes. Night time when this is not possible. Ratrau Chubuka Samarpita Janu. Night time, it is so cold. If fire is there, okay, sun is not there. Fire is there, okay. But even the fire also may not be all the time available. Chubuka Samarpita Janu. It is, holding the knees and chin with on the knees, hands like this. That's what is called as, that is, his arms, the chin on the folded knees. So close, you see, little warmth you get. So, Ratrau Chubuka Samadhyana. There's no bed at all. There's no shelter, not even a small hut also you not have. Then Karatala Bhiksha Tarulavasa. Food. Bhiksha. He receives on the palms. Even a small vessel to receive the bhiksha food is not there. He just receives and eats. Even drinking water also with a hand. Then what about the house, etc., ashram, etc.? No. Tarutala vasa, sleeping under any tree. See how he lives on bare minimum. He has no possessions, nothing, and is Zayo Tadapina Munchatyasha Pasha. This Pasha, this fetter, this binding of desire, even in spite of living on such meager needs, bare minimum needs, it doesn't live at all. Somewhere some desire gets come. You know, in Vedanta, traditionally, a story is told. A brahmachari was living in the ashram with the guru, learning. Then one day, guru said, I would like to go on pilgrimage, yatra. Olden days, not nowadays. You get a flight and take, no. You have to walk. And all India, Bharat, you have to go. It takes 4, 5, 6 years. They take care of the ashram. Study, will come. Okay. We went. And now he's alone, he's studying, etc. He doesn't do many things at all. Ashram also nothing much in the ashram. He found, actually, even clothes also, I got only pair of cowpin. Cowpin, you know, langoti. He found that when the cowpin is washed and kept this thing, these mouse, they take it away. What to do? Only 2 cowpins are there and they snatch it away. The big problem for him. What to do? Some solution has to be found. They found. Mouse gets scared with a cat. So therefore, he tended a cat. Mice ran away. Nowhere there. Copy was safe. But you have to feed the cat. Some milk is required. So he was the brahmachari from house to get some milk and give to him. But how many days he can ask for the milk, etc.? He thought, I think better have a cow so that it can have it. What a cow. Again, you have to tend the cow. His time was wasting in that. This is not. Somebody have to keep someone to look after the cow. Whom to look after the cow? Keep it. He thought, better get married, and his wife will take care of the cow. Think of it. All efforts started from where? To protect the Kaupina. Kaupina Rakshanartham Ayam Khatatopa. Married. She was faithful looking after the house, etc. Cows, etc. In course of time, 2, 3 children, 4, 5 years passed. Guru came. And you say, what has happened? Be faithful and narrate. All because of what? As you have seen, Kaupin Rakshanartham Ayam Khatatopa. Landed in the grass ashram. So, vichara, mind needs to be trained. It is not run away or just give up. No. The mind needs to be trained. Otherwise, no, so think of it. You know the story of Bharat, Emperor Bharat. Emperor left the empire and do tapas and got hooked to a deer cub. Think of it. Attachment to the deer cub. And that he has got Jada Bharata, etc. You know the story. Even who? Oh, no. Bali Chakravarti. Bali Chakravarti. But he found other way. He was sent to Patala, you know, Vamana Avatar, you know the story. He was a great devotee, but ego was there, which Bhagavan doesn't tolerate as far as the devotees are concerned. Otherwise, they don't bother about that. So you wanted his good, and they're paying them. 10,000 years. The Maharashtra Chakravarti, Bali, enjoyed life. And he said, what is this? Stale. Same thing. Luxurious life, huh? Stale. Same thing. Then he found, oh, it's not good. Then he went to his guru, Shukracharya. Of course, what happened was he went at the wrong time. Shukracharya was just about to leave for some meeting somewhere. Okay, we have come, that's why. And he left briefly, he tells him what is the Swarupa, etc. So, these desires are very difficult to get rid of. Proper inquiry required. Otherwise, see, this person living on such bare minimum, and yet desires do not leave. Tadapina munchati asha pasha. Now, here another variety. One may say that what you said is right, sir, but I am not of that type. I take to many religious practices. I don't know, many religious practices. I take to, what is that? Vrata, vows. I take to all this, etc. I give a lot of things in charity, good things, dharmic things, and yet, unless you gain the knowledge of your true nature, you will not get freed from samsara. Remember that. All these are good. They have a role to play in our life as secondary means. Not that they are useless. They are recommended by the Shastra only. And yet, they by themselves have no capacity to rescue you from this so-called calamitous samsara. Horrible. Of course, many times the problem is we have not known that samsara is so horrible. Get accustomed with that. Getting habituated is natural for the human, for anyone, any animal. What to do? We have to bear with that. So here are the variety. What is the read?
कुरुते गङ्गा सागरगमनं व्रतपरिपालनमथवा दानं ज्ञानविहीनः सर्वमतेन भजति न मुक्तिं जन्मशतेन कुरुते गङ्गा सागरगमनं व्रतपरिपालनमथवा दानं ज्ञानविहीनः सर्वमतेन भजति न मुक्तिं जन्मशतेन भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुन्करणे.
There is a person who observes many of these religious practices. Ganga Sagara Gamanam Kuruti. He goes to a pilgrimage to Ganga Sagar and takes bath in that. Ganga Sagar is the place where Ganga, Ganges river meets the ocean. Such confluences where a river meets the ocean are considered holy because it symbolizes the Jiva becoming one with the Shiva. Jiva means Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, Atma Swarupa. See, Pashabadha Shiva, Jiva, sorry, Pashabadha Jiva, Pashamukta Shiva. This is told in the Skandopanishad. Skandopanishad from Krishna Yajurveda. Actually, it is a very interesting small Upanishad. It is teaching by Shiva, not Shiva, Vishnu, Hari, addressed to Shiva. And they are very beautifully identity between Hari and Hara is established. Hari is Hara, Hara is Hari. Vishnu is Shiva, Shiva is Vishnu, both are that was some is Sarupa. Chaitanya Sarupa. Very nicely established. This decision should not be made. So that this Pashabadha Jiva, Pasha Mukta Shiva. Pasha. Pasha means bondage, fetters. Of what? Tying yourself with the embodiment as I am the body. That's the greatest fetter. What is called as I in notion, the body. Bodily notion that I am. So that ahankara. So free from that, you discover yourself to the Chaitanya Swarupa, Shiva Swarupa. So that will there. So that is similar where the river, either to having the individual identity, merges with the ocean, loses the identity and become ocean. So Paramatma, because of this ignorance and consequent identity with the body, appeared as though Jiva, samsari Jiva. But when meets with the Paramatma Sarupa, shedding the erroneous notion, he discovers himself with the Shiva Swarupa, Paramatma Swarupa. So that is similar in this, and therefore such snana, where the river meets the ocean, are considered holy. Urute Ganga Sagara Gamanam. You take dip there, earn so much of punya. Urata Paripalanam Atavadanam. Or also take so vratas, different vows, a very disciplined life. So the great as far as the religious practice are concerned. Athava Danam gives in charity a lot of things. So all these are good acts by themselves. But at the most, they will give you more and more punya. As a result of this punya, you will get higher and higher heavens. But all these practices, without exception, which have to be done, taken to with the bodily I notion, by taking the body as I, are all Janma Pradaha. Janma Pradaha. They give us births after birth, maybe with a higher standard of living of heavens, depending on this punya. But birth taken embodiment with identity with it is inevitable. So long as this is there, you are always caught up in this whirlpool of janma, marana, birth, death, birth, death, birth, death, because of identification of the body, freedom from sorrows, and abidance in one's Paramananda Swarupa is next to impossible. So they cannot free you from the bondage of samsara. What frees them? Jnana. Jnana. We'll see what that jnana is. Jnana vihina. A person who doesn't have jnana. Question is, what is jnana? Knowledge pertains to many things. More you think so, you are supposed to be a more knowledgeable person. What is the jnana? The knowledge which is the highest type of knowledge. Here also we can take help of Skandopanishad. Hari, Vishnu says, Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. Market. Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. Darshana. Direct cognition of Advaita Swarupa, the non-dual nature. This is from Skandopanishad, Krishna Yajurveda. I'm telling deliberately because there are certain schools of thoughts who advocate that Bhagavata Mahapurana is the highest scripture, Shastra. Baki sab Purana also, Nimnatara, lower standard. Therefore, better you don't study them. Bhagavat enough is enough. Of course, Bhagavat Mahapurana, if thoroughly studied and lived, more than sufficient, no doubt about that. But unfortunately, they advocate Bhagavat, but do not study properly. And they even, maybe unknowingly, disclaim what even Vishnu has taught, what Shuka has taught, what Narada has taught, what Rama has taught. Of course, what Vyasa has compiled all this and flowed their own philosophy. It is as far as concerned about the nature of Bhagavan. The nature of Bhagavan is Shankha Chakra Gadadhari Vishnu in Vaikuntha with the Parshadas. And even in Pralaya, he still continues. And if told Look, the same Vishnu, same Shuka, same Narada, same Rama, they told that Swarupa is Chaitanya. Not ready to accept. See, they are teaching that they are Bhagavan himself, posing themselves as greater gurus. See this? See, for example, Rama, only taught as the Rama Avatara. Otherwise, the Mukti Upanishad is attributed to Rama only. But it's called Rama Gita. In the Rama Gita, just maybe about small one, 70 or 80 verses. That's all. He has given elaborately the meditation known as Panchikarana Dhyana, wherein one withdraws oneself from total creation and remains a Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. And the Swarupa, even in that Chatushloki Bhagavata, entire Bhagavat condensed 4 verses by Bhagavan Vishnu by teaching to Brahmaji. Very clear. By Anvay Vyatireka that. The Chaitanya is my Swarupa. But these people are not ready to accept it. And they are great devotees of who? Vishnu, Krishna. Unfortunate thing. So we should be very careful about this. And they say Vishnu embodiment is not destroyed. Again here. Not studying even Bhagavad properly. It is true that Vishnu, Vaikuntha, etc. is not destroyed during the, that is what is called Naimitika Pralaya. Naimitika Pralaya means when Brahmaji goes to sleep. They are not destroyed. But in Prakrita Pralaya, where the term of Brahma is over, Vaikuntha, Kailasa, Satyaloka, Vishnu body, Shiva body, Brahma body, all disappear. But Prakriti is there to create further kalpas. In authentic Pralaya, moksha, jnana, Brahma jnana, Atma jnana, that Prakriti also drops. No more creation for that individual jiva. They don't bother about study all this. Bhagavad is the highest one, baki sab nimna. This is depriving oneself the highest knowledge. Such narrow-mindedness doesn't work in spiritual pursuit. Having devotion to Bhagavan is one thing, but only because that devotion is there, you have no license to interpret Shastras according to your whims and fancies and float your own theories. Person may be a great devotee, can't be questioned. Or Sashtang Dandavat to them, because they are spreading this bhakti, etc. Great thing. But that is not an authority to you to philosophize things as you think. You have to study Shastras. What is stored is other things you have to say. Even in Padma Purana, while telling the Gita Mahatmya, Vishnu tells Lakshmi, Lakshmi says, no, Lakshmi questions, your job is to take care of the world, Siti Palana, sustains the Jagat, and you are all the time sleeping. So Lakshmi, don't think that I'm sleeping. I am in my Nija Swarup. Nija Swarup. Lakshmi is surprised. What is this? All devotees are worshipping you, Shankha Chakra Gadadhari. There is a Swarupa. And what are the Nija Swarupa? No, Lakshmi. That is a form I am weeding for the city of the Jagat. I weed the form of Shiva for the Samhara, Brahma for Utpatti. This way. But me in this Vishnu form, me in Shiva form, me in Brahma form, is that Chaitanya Swarup. That is my true nature. And I willed all these forms for Utpatti, Sthiti, Laya. Vishnu says. And they teach Vishnu also. No, 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 no. You are not Chaitanya. You are the Shankara Jagadadhari. So be very careful. Don't get carried away by all these things. Be open, whether it's Vyavahara or Paramartha. Krishna said, Tasmat Shastram Pramanam Te Karya Karya Vyavasita. What to do, what not to do. Get guided by Shastra. So also, what is the truth, ultimate truth? What is seeming appearance? Get guided by the Shastra. So you should be very careful. There was Jnanam. Very. Vishnu tells Ara, Shiva. Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. Knowledge of Advaita Swarupa. Non-dual nature. It can be only Chaitanya. The subject I, in contrast to the object Jagat. Drishya Jagat, Drip Chaitanya I. Contrast. So the one who knows not that this, what is it? Jnana Swarupa, Chaitanya Swarupa is my nature. Vihinaha Sarvamatena. By the opinion of all knowledgeable persons who know Shastras, Muktim na bhajati janma shatena. He may be dharmic, he may be religious, but even after hundreds of birth, he doesn't get freed from samsara. He may get better and better heavens. He is earning punya, but not freedom from samsara. That is possible only when you know you are Chaitanya Swarupa, free from all upadhis, free from ajnana, free from effect of ajnana. That is what Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, Bhagavat Swarupa Jnana. So na bhajati janma shatena. So no doubt karma, bhakti, etc. told the Shastras are indispensable, but they are a stopgap arrangement. by taking our erroneous identity in the body for granted for a while, to make the mind ready to discover our true nature, that is Chaitanya Swarupa, to gain that knowledge. Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. It's a very interesting thing, and Vishnu continues that. Dhyanam Nirvisham Mana. Snanam Manomala Tyaga. Shaucham Indriya Nigraha. Very beautiful definition. Advaita Darshanam Jnanam. Knowledge of identity of Jiva and Ishvara is the knowledge that is Chit Swarupa, Samvit Swarupa, pure awareness principle, pure consciousness principle. Dhyanam Nirvishayam Mana. Meditation, everybody wants to meditate. This is meditation. What is that? Wipe out all Vishayas from your Antakarana. Like in the blackboard, two things are written. Clean, wipe them out. Dhyanam Nirvishayam Mana. Snanam Manamalo Cleanse that dirt of mind. Mind is dirty. Why? Because it is the one which projects the Jagat, all sorrows. Then Shaucham, that is purity. Indriya Nigraha, mastery over the senses and the mind. So we are concerned here with Jnanam, Jnana Vihina, Sarvamatena, Muktim, Na Bhajati Janma Shatina. Now here, the glory of true vairagya, if it is based on proper viveka, vairagya, discovery that nothing in the world can truly make me happiness. And therefore that raga, priti, affinity for anything in the world is not there. A sense of freedom. So that is something great. Earlier, a person who was living on a bare minimum was described, Agrevani, etc. But he lacked the viveka and vairagya. That is the thing where it went wrong. It was the right track. He says, no. If that based on proper inquiry, if you have cut the world to its own size, you have cut the sense objects and sense pleasure to their own size, that vairagya is something great. It is certainly going to delight everyone. There cannot be any exception to that. Read.
सुरमन्दिरतरुमूलनिवासः शय्या भूतलमजिनं वासः सर्वपरिग्रहभोगत्यागः कस्य सुखं न करोति विरागः सुरमन्दिरतरुमूलनिवासः शय्याभूतलमजिनं वासः सर्वपरिग्रहभोगत्यागः कस्य सुखं न करोति विरागः भज गोविन्दं गोविन्दं भज मूढमते सम्प्राप्ते सन्निहिते काले नहि रक्षति डुक्रुन्करणे.
See, also this person lives in a very bare minimum thing. But you have the right perspective of the nature of Vishayas. Sura Mandira Taru Mula Nivasa. He has no home of his own. He has no house at all. Where he sleeps? Sura Mandira. Live in some temple. Or Taru Mula Nivasa. Sura Mandira Nivasa. Taru Mula Nivasa. Or at the bottom or at the root of a tree, below a tree. Wherever they available, he sleeps. No definite place, just on the wandering all the time. Shayya Bhutalam. What is his bed? Bhutalam. The ground is his bed, available everywhere. What are his clothes? Ajinam Vasa. Ajina, deer skin, not the deer that is shot, available, naturally dead deer. Means not specific about it. Not that only it should be deer in the bare minimum clothes. At the same time, Sarva Parigraha Bhoga Tyaga. Sarva Parigraha Tyaga, Sarva Bhoga Tyaga. Parigraha is possessions. He has no possessions. Bhoga Tyaga. He has given up all sense indulgence. How does he survive? Of course. That bare minimum thing available on picture. That is not considered the bhoga. It's a necessity because you do not desire to be hungry. They are cyclic. The nature of the body is so. Having become hungry, you may decide eat or not eat. That you have got to. But to be hungry or not to be hungry, you don't decide. If you don't are not hungry, means something wrong in the body. Go to the doctor. So here, so that is dependent. But what is the guarantee? You will get food or not? He knows. He has got Niyanta, protector, Ishvara. The Ishvara will provide food. And not only that, his prarabdha, the very fact that he has taken the body means what? Prarabdham pushyati vapu. That prarabdha nourishes the body in the sense it does provide the food. See, in fact, in the entire history of devotees or spiritual seekers, especially in India, there is not a single case where such seekers have died for want of food. That is our culture. If not, Bhagavan takes care one way or other. It's not a matter of concern for me at all. It was pakka. Yogakshemam vahamyam. I am thinking of Bhagavan. I take the pursuit of gaining Bhagavan. My bare minimum needs, physical needs or spiritual needs in terms of learning, etc. He will provide. And he does provide. So, sarva parigraha bhoga tyaga. Such a viraga, vigata raga. Raga means priti, asakti. Priti, love, asakti for Vishaya. That sense object will give me happiness. No more. He knows the nature of the sense object. They have no capacity. So therefore what? He is not interested in them. They are interested because he thought that they will give. Now he knows. They don't have capacity, what they can give me. And Viraga, no more interest in them. Such Vairagya, whom can it not make happy? Kasya sukham na karoti. You find yourself free, not dependent on anything. Dependence means sorrow, including depends on the body. Sorrow. Any dependence spells sorrow. Is independent. So therefore, so what is necessary is viraga, our first and discovery that even the best in the world cannot truly make me contented, cannot truly make me happy. It may give something here and there, that's fine, but not, it has no capacity. If that's the case, the mind automatically turns back from its preoccupations in the Vishaya, sense object, sense pleasure, and that mind commands silence. It commands Shuddhanta Karna. And in such Shuddhanta Karna, such silent mind, such quiet mind, our Atma Swarupa gets reflected in its own glory, Paramanda Swarupa. That is what is our Swarupa, true nature, which he has to ascertain based on the Shastra, for which Shravan, inquiry at the Swarupa is necessary. So therefore, the Vairagya is highlighted. Without Vairagya, taking to such practices may have some Dhamma, master of the Indriyas, but they should be supplemented by proper inquiry and discovery that objects, beings, and events in the world truly do not have any capacity to make me happiness. They don't have happiness in them as a true nature. It is my Swarupa only. So Vairagya does make everyone happy. The real happiness lies there only. And that Vairagya is for what? Not just for the sake of Vairagya. To discover my Swarupa and make the mind, which was hitherto preoccupied in the Vishayas, make it abide in my Swarupa. And such a person who has got that knack, capacity to make the mind get absorbed Swarupa, outwardly he may live any type of life. It is immaterial. It is immaterial. What is required is that mind getting absorbed in one swarupa. It's going to be highlighted now, we'll see. Om.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः